We are in 2024. What does this mean for your business? Well, every single year, CPMs are going to rise. Let's be brutally honest. The space of e-commerce is getting saturated, it's getting more and more competitive. And if you really want to scale your business in 2024, it requires not only skills, but also it requires a bit of luck with coming up with consistent offers, finding the right products. But I can tell you, actions mitigate and increase the chance of luck hitting your side. If you're constantly innovating a ton of products, if you're constantly innovating new ideas, new creatives, better offers, that's going to do more for your business than not doing anything at all. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can mitigate higher CPAs going into the new year so that you can be successful without having to change a lot of your business archetypes. Let's dive in. This is the power of no-brainer offers, reducing your CPA by price maxing. Now, let's be realistic. D2C, every single brand is spending a ton of cash on Facebook ads. E-commerce is booming. You know what this means? Higher CPAs, higher CPMs, and an overall higher barrier to entry for people to know your brand and to know your business. The brands that are constantly pushing 10K per day in ad spend control majority of the market. And that's because these are the type of brands in my portfolio. That's how I know these brands are dominating the market. Because at a certain amount of ad spend threshold, the ideal customer profile is constantly getting hit with top of funnel / bottom of the funnel adverts. Subconsciously, they begin to pair X brand with Y solution to their problems. I can name a ton of brands that are doing this, right? Even with the influencer side, where you have brands like one of Conor McGregor's, like Proper 12 whiskey. When you think Proper 12, you think of Conor McGregor, and then you think of whiskey when you think of Conor McGregor as well, and the other ventures he has. When you compare like coffee, Nespresso, right? Dominating brand, backed by influencer George Clooney, dominant brand in the coffee space, brought innovation to it. When you think of software, when you think of tech, you think of Apple. Now, we can go down the threshold and look at more e-commerce friendly brands where when you think of like a wallet, people see Ridge as one of the top e-commerce brands. When you think of supplements or collagen, right, you think of Avi, like these other brands that are killing it in the e-commerce space. But when you get to a certain threshold, right, you are literally blowing the rest of your competition with your control over the total addressable market, also known as TAM. So if I'm an e-commerce founder, right, and I'm doing, let's say, $1 million a year in revenue, or maybe up to 10 million a year revenue, how can you compete with brands doing 10x that? Well, it's by building your own lane. And this doesn't sound sexy at all, but whether you're a startup with funding or you're completely bootstrapped, there's room to get a percentage of the pie. Because while the top brands are big spenders, they're doing $1 million plus a month in ad spend, there's a percentage of untapped market that cannot be reached because the population is just too significant, especially if you're advertising in the US. There's pockets of different audiences that you can hit, whereas the other brands, right, they're more focused on branding, targeting, and ultimately top of funnel, getting customers aware of their products. But when you have niche specific products that serve a specific ideal customer profile, that's how you can compete. Whereas the other companies that have big market spends, they have collection of SKUs that are more broad, right? So the more niche specific you go, you have that specific top pocket of that audience that you can capture sales from. So the brands that are restricted on cash flow must be diligent with their ad spend, unit economics, and offer verticals. Now, I see a lot of founders, they have less than 3K in ad spend to work with. Now, it's very important that if you're bootstrapped or you've been bootstrapped in the past, like the North Star has always been profitable unit economics. In order to scale your e-commerce brand, you need to have profitable customer acquisition, and then you need to have positive frequency of second, third order purchases, also known as LTV. So gone are the days of just pushing one single SKU. Like I've consulted a ton of brands. I hopped on dozens and dozens of calls with a lot of D2C founders, and they still are stuck in the cycle of pushing one single SKU at $29.99. And I can tell you, like, you're not profitable at $29.99. You have free shipping if that's your offer discount. You have your COGS, you have your other discounts, like maybe 10% off or whatever, right? It all adds up. You're probably at what, $10 profit or $8 net profit, which that's not scalable for your business. You probably need to get a CPA like $8, which pretty much is impossible nowadays. So the reason why most brands fail, especially bootstrap brands, is because they are not able to turn Facebook ads into a profit because their lack of understanding of unit economics. And when you want to generate results like these right here that we've done for one of our portfolio brands, is like we did 31K in sales from 4K in ad spend, or even less than that, like 95K in sales. Like even when we weren't even pushing that heavy on ads, it's pretty simple. When you have good retention, that solves one half of the problem. And now the secondary problem is, okay, we need to ramp up the ad spend, right? And this is on a daily basis, like spending 2K in ads, 4K a day in ads, right? It really comes down to how can we turn a profit from what we already have. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, but if we have a winning hero product, how can we simply increase the net profit on that? Well, you can go down the vertical where you talk to your manufacturer, you reduce your costs, so on and so forth. That's one avenue. Another avenue is like really good creators, really good landing pages, really good offers, faster loading speed to lower the initial CPA on the front end. That's another way of doing it. But if I'm strapped for cash, I'm limited on time, and I need to turn a profit ASAP, what can we do? Just keep it every variable the same. The easiest way to do this is by simply raising our prices. I mean, to profit scale in 2024, it requires higher AOVs on first-time buyers. It's far harder to lower your CPA than it is to increase the AOV. And not that it's simply harder, because I mean, the variables to do that is better creatives, better landing pages, better offers, faster loading page speed, but it just takes a lot of time to fix those iterations, to get those iterations built out, tested, and then from there to see if, okay, is this iteration profitable or should it go back to what we previously had, right? So it just takes time to lower your overall CPA. But when only focusing on reducing the CPA, it leads to more reliability on the Facebook ad platform, right? Because if I'm just pushing a $29.99 hero product SKU and I'm trying to reduce the CPA from $8 to like $4, you're reliable on Facebook. And with Facebook, depending on the season, right, it could be Q1 compared to Q4. I mean, I can tell you that your CPA might be cheaper in Q1 compared to Q4 because more people are spending money on during Q4, right? So you're pretty much at the cusp of Facebook, or you're at the cusp of Zuckerberg controlling your business, because you're solely dependent on focusing on, okay, how can we reduce our CPA? When in reality, when we shift our focus to the opposite direction, we go up the vertical, we try to raise our prices, right? We stack all of our hero products together. If we have one single hero SKU, we're trying to raise the AOV on that to extend it to people buy 3 times when they first order, right? There's overall much more control in net profit, and that CPA could spike up to $70, right? If we built our AOV around $150, we are still profitable, regardless. Could be a $30 CPA, could be a $70 CPA, we are still profitable. When we have higher room for margin, we can craft no-brainer offers. We can craft the you buy 2, you get 1 free, you buy 4, you get 2 free, compared to saturated discounts, right? Every single brand is running 10% off, 15% off, 20% off, free shipping. How do we separate ourselves from the competitors, but also how can we create an offer that's going to incentivize the customer to buy more than 2 or 3 products, right? Buy X, get Y free is guaranteed to work to this day. People love free, and when you compare or you combine 3 sets of products and then you're giving away X amount of free value, people eat that up, and it's guaranteed to work. And as you do this, as you raise your prices, your overall perceived value in the market as a higher ticket product just attracts higher value customers. I would rather have a customer that can pay $150 rather than a customer that can only pay $29.99. So I'm actively training I'm attracting new customers, getting them into the ecosystem, and then I know they've already spent $150 with me. So we're not training them to only buy on discounts or when offers are super discounted, right? Those are bottom of the barrel customers. Those customers never come back to your business unless you're doing a 60% off or 70% off. That's not going to grow your business. But what is going to grow your business is higher prices, higher offers, better offers that can raise the overall AOV. And then ultimately, when you combine, let's say it's a brand new customer entering your ecosystem, instead of them just buying one single SKU, they have a bundle from you that could be a minimum of 3 products. You're giving them more of a chance to buy back from your business because they have more products to work with. If I'm a supplement brand and I know a customer is probably on average going to see results after 90 days, and I build a bundle around that customer is more than likely to come back from our business because they have the quantity of SKUs to now see results. So after 90 days, let's say they do see results, they're more likely to come back. Whereas if I just push one single SKU on the front end, that customer might try the product for 1 month and they still might not see results. So and then from there, they kind of drop off the product and disappear. With higher quantity SKUs and just bundles in itself, you're giving the customer more of a reason to buy back from your business, which is going to aid LTV altogether. So that's how to scale in 2024. It's super easy. It's simply just we reduce our CPA by raising our prices. Raising prices is always the answer. You're attracting higher value customers. You have more room for gross margin to now create attractive offers. You can offer stack on the front end. You can do free shipping. You buy X, you get Y free after you spend $100, so on and so forth. And then as a byproduct, now you have downsells that you can sell to customers that just into the ecosystem. Let's say they bought 3 products. You give away, let's say, another 2 additional products. So if you're pushing more apparel stuff, you build collections around that. But this is how you scale in 2024. You cannot rely on reducing your CPA as to grow a profit because Facebook ads is getting more and more competitive. But what you can do is simply price max so that you're not compared to anybody else in the market by being the most expensive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you're interested in scaling in 2024, right, you want my help, you want me to come inside your business, help you build a house for an exit, check out scalevelocity.io. You can check out my protocol I've built out right here. And then as a byproduct, you can also book in a call to speak directly with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.